Richard. And rolling up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. Below, you're just in time for the wrists. And across the knuckle. And let's take the ball into one hand and see. And then the other. And back to the first. And then the other. And we'll go around the back. Twist. Twitch. Twitch. And hinge at the waist, go through the legs. Switch. Switch. And switch. Put the ball on the floor, assess how the feet feel. Step on the ball, press down 3 times right in the middle of the foot. Move up to the knuckles, once on each. Roll across the knuckles.
No,
Yeah,
I'm going to Sherry.
okay.
Roll across the top of the heel. The ball to just below the first knuckle and press down. The side of the top of the heel and press down. And the middle of the 5th metatarsal. Roll down each of the bones. And scroll. Three, 2, 1, release, reassess, and repeat on the other foot. 3 times in the middle. Knuckles. Roll across the knuckles. Top of the heel. Pressing in the 3 spots. Pull down the bones. And swivel. Get the ball out of the way. Reassess the feet and ankles, knees, and hips, and hinge at the waist to do some good mornings. And shimmy the tree. Three, 2, 1, center, twist at the waist, swing the arms. And center with some ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Step out together and start light. Center. Same thing in the other direction. And center. We'll take some steps forward. And elbow towards the opposite knee. 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, and slap the opposite heel. And slap it behind. And then a cross step with a twist and a punch. And then we're going to walk. Or march. Or jog. So it is Jack pushes for today, with or without weights, a bottle of cans or whatever you want to hold in your hand, and some rolling in the after class. Lots of squats. Don't do those, but do whatever you feel like doing. Really, what you're doing to pick up the heart rate. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. And 20. And 30. 2 breaths. With the fingers interlaced, pick them up overhead. And reach up. Come on down and go back if you can. Back to center, bend to one side. Then the other. Back to center, lower the hands, push out at the chest. Come on down, interlace the fingers behind the back. Raise the hands up, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Go a little higher. And come on down and shrug. Roll the shoulders back. There comes the sun. Again, and forward. Extend the arms and rotate in one direction. And then the other. One palm down, one palm up, flip flop. Bring one arm across the body, press in, out of above the elbow. And then the other. First arm behind the back, pressing down and in. And then the other. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. Come on down and rotate the neck. And go the other way. Nod. And go to the shoulder. And come back to center. Bring your hand over your head, cup your ear, chin up, eyes looking up out of the corner of your eye sockets. Towards the ceiling. And then drop the chin and look the other way towards the floor. And the same thing the other way. Looking up. Chin up. And looking down, chin down. Okay, come back to center and do a side run. Go the other way. And grab a stick. Start by bringing the leg in front of the stick. Slide down the stick behind the leg. Lift the sole off the floor if you can and wiggle it back and forth. And come on back up. Press the sole of the foot against the floor. Against the stick. And then repeat with the other leg, starting with the hamstring stretch. And stretch the calf. And come center, we're going to do the Booyah stick routine, starting with some flip flops. And then some big circles out. And then pulling in. And then laterally in one direction. And then the other. And then bring the stick behind the back in the crook of the elbows and twist the waist. If you can, lean back. And come forward. Tuck in the chin and plank like a pigeon. Three, two, one. Move the stick up to the shoulders. Twist the body. Keep the head and hips facing forward. And then bring the stick up over the head. Down below the waist. Back up over the head. Behind you if you can. And keep moving it back and forth. And then keep it at the shoulders and push out. Bring it to one thigh. And at or near the top. Bring it behind. And then do the other hand. Same thing. Bring it to center, hold on with two hands. One or a finger or two, step back. And come up on your toes for 15. Three, two, one, back on the heels for another 15. And come on back down, and we're going to bring the stick to one side. Put all the weight on one leg. Toes are on the floor for the other foot. You can pick up the stick. You can pick up the leg. And if you can, move the stick. Three, two, one, and come down, repeat on the other side. Starting with toes on the ground, and if this is as far as you can go, fine. If you can, lift the stick, lift the leg. Three, two, and one. Down. Put the stick down. And if you're using something in your hands while you do the Zach push for rabbit, grab down. We've got 4 moves, squats. Oh, I did some exercises today that I did yesterday. Got my thighs going. All right, and then and then we're going to do around the clock. And then we're going to do some presses. So we're going to do those 4. We're going to do 10 on each. We're going to pick up speed each time. And I'm going to move the squats around in the sequence of it. Let's start actually with some raises. And take a breath. And then some squats. And a breath. And around the clock, we can do it inside or outside, whatever works for you. And a breath. And some presses. And take a couple of breaths. All right, I'm going to do some raises. And breaths. And around the clock, I'm going to go through the middle. And some squats. Breath. And presses. And take a couple of breaths. All right, let's do some raises. A little bit faster. Breath. Let's do some squats. Breath. Around the clock. And a breath. And finally some presses. Yeah, that's good. All right, put down whatever you've got in your hands, if anything. This week's breath is very simple one. And it's great for anytime you feel tense or anxious or just want to relax, get the parasympathetic nervous system going. It's a deep inhale, about 7/8 full, and then you take one more quick inhale, and then you exhale through your mouth. You're inhaling through your nose diaphragmatically, exhaling through your mouth, and you can use an ocean sound, or you can hum, or you can just exhale. But it's so I'll show you. It's all right, and let's do 7 of those. Here we go. And then rub those hands together. Cultivating chi. Forming a chi ball and letting it move around like water flowing from leg to leg, limb to limb, and channel to channel. And centering your breaths. And open your heart. Pause on that inhale. Exhale to send it out. And center your breaths. And bring down heavenly chi. Down, scoop it up. And namaste.
Thank you, Tom.
Oh, you're very welcome, Mira. Have a great day.
You too.
Ava, great to see
Namaste,
you.
Tom.
Bill, take care. Thank you. You
You
too.
too, thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
Nina, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Richard, Jonathan, hello, Jonathan. Hello, Richard. Going to do some rolling. Grab a ball, grab a roller. I thought we'd roll the upper body. And I've done this on the floor, but you can also do it on the wall. Should I use this camera or this camera? Maybe this. So if you take the ball to the wall and put it at the upper trapezius, right, on the right side or the left side, and just roll around on the wall. Or the door in your case, Richard. And but you can do it on the floor, sure. You're looking for a particular tender spot, and if you find it, lean into it. And then bring it over to the rear deltoid on the same side. Right behind the shoulder there, and roll again. Looking for that tender spot. And if you find it, just lean into it, breathe into it. And then the same thing on the other side. You get upper trapezius first. And then the deltoid. Rear deltoid. Three, two, and one, and release. And we're gonna hit the floor and the roller. So hit the roller behind the head. Head is on the floor. Go left to right. Your head. Make a note of how far you can go. What restrictions there are in both directions. Any pain. And then bring the roller up to the hairline. Roll over on your side. Roller is on the skull, not the neck. And do 8 nods. Then open up 45 degrees, open up your chest and hips. And look up towards the crack in the ceiling where the wall meets it. And do another 8 nods. And then go to the other side. You're on your side again. Straight ahead. Rollers on the skull right below the ear and do 8 nods. "45-degree opening up, looking at the crack in the ceiling and the wall, and another 8. And then go on your back. And you're going to do 8 figure eights, starting in one direction for the first 4 and in the other direction for the other 4. And when you're done, move the roller back a little bit, maybe an inch or so on your head, and do 8 nods. And then push the roller away, put your head on the floor. And again, go left to right. And see if you notice any difference in either restriction or increased flexibility. And or any lessening of any pain you might have felt before. Yeah. Well, that's it for today.
Thanks, Tom.
You're welcome, Jonathan.
I'm not